Peace, peace, peace. What's going on, my peoples? It's your boy Sincere Seven coming to you live and direct from the Psychonaut Academy of Detroit. The Pad, representing the House of Genesis. So, y'all know how we do. Sometimes we come on, we drop some science, we drop some healing shit, we drop things about the entheogens and psychedelics, about relationships. But sometimes we just kick it, just a little urban philosophy. Just kicking on a couple things that we be thinking about or that we can talk about as a peoples, as a weebles, as a village, as a community. Just some different thought processes. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to share mine, you share yours. It sound all right with you because it's all right with me, right? Talk that shit, I talk back. Talk a little bit. Talk to me, I talk back. Talk a little shit because I talk that, right? So I posted something a minute ago, basically just speaking about men. And when we are bothered, when we feel some type of way, when we are hurt by something, when our feelings are hurt, and our responses to them, our expressions back to that. And basically, I said something, just basically saying like in this generation, it's a challenge for men to comfortably share, their disappointment or their feelings being hurt or their anger. No, it's easy for us to share that one, but hurt and pain, right? That's not a manly thing, right? You sitting over there in the corner crying, right? Get your ass up, right? Type of shit. Like we have been shamed. We have been shamed away from sincere expressions, some of them. And so I spoke on, how men to keep themselves from being judged or looking at in a negative manner when our feelings are hurt, instead of saying just that, like that shit hurt my feelings. We will lash out in anger, or we'll just ignore. We'll back up. We'll, pull back so we don't have to express anything. So what we're ultimately doing is we're alchemizing what we are truly feeling into something to process to somebody else that's comfortable for them. So it's taking away our natural ability to actually express our true self, right? And so when I thought about that, it just took me a little bit deeper into how a lot of times, because I'm gonna tell you like this, even me, I've been instructed about altering the way I express myself. When you're angry, when you're frustrated, don't express yourself this way because it makes people feel like this. So instead, express yourself this way so that people will feel like this. Okay, let's take it a step further. It's not what you said, it's how you said it. So there's two people in a conversation, and right now what you're trying to give me the understanding of is not what I said, but the way I said what I said in the conversation that altered your ability to accept it, to alchemize it, to process it, whatever it was. Whatever I said was very clear, but the way I said it altered your ability to accept it and to process it. We got that down so far. I'm going somewhere with this. Me being a person that has been repeatedly told this through my entire life. It's not what you're saying, it's how you're saying it. It's not what you're saying, it's how you're saying it. And I spent years arguing with people and using situations such as, if you are at home and somebody starts banging on your door with a lot of aggression, boom, 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 and you answer the door. Now, you don't like the way that they are expressing that they're trying to get your attention. Off rip, you don't like it. You open the door, and that person says, yo, your house is on fire. The back of your house is on fire. And you know, your kids back there, your pets back there, your plants back, whatever. Do you, A, stop what you're doing, run to the back room to get whatever's in the back of the house out? Or do you, B, stop and say, hold on. You're banging on my door like that to tell me that my house is on fire? It's not what you're saying, it's the way you're saying it. Why are you banging on my door? Why are you, are we catching how this don't make no sense? As the person who's knocking on your door, at that point, fuck you and that fire. Now, we ain't talking about a fire. So that's one of them. It's not what you're saying, it's how you're saying it. Wait, what? Are you serious right now? This is why it was so stupid to me. Let me give you another one. You at the restaurant with your mate. You and your mate are sitting there having dinner. All of a sudden, the waiter brings somebody to the table next to you and sets them down. And that person looks over you, he speaks to you, hey, how you doing, man? I'm a little nervous. I got a blind date coming up tonight, so, you know. Y'all like, well, good luck. You see how it goes, right? So now y'all very aware of what's going on with that person. A few minutes later, beautiful woman walks in, sits down with them. And she begins to talk and she says, oh my goodness, wow, you are so beautiful. You are really a lot more attractive in person than you were in the pictures. And not to say you weren't in the pictures, but you know. And the dude is sitting there looking at her and he says, oh, whoa, excuse me, pardon me. I don't mean no disrespect, but you talking all calm and all quiet and all feminine and that shit is triggering to me. Wait, what? I'm sorry. No, because my mother used to talk like that. And my mother abandoned us. She left my father and the rest of my family. And so now when I hear women talk like that, it triggers me. My question to you is, who needs assistance at that table? Who needs help? Who needs to change? Who needs to maybe take a look at what they're expressing? Is it one, the person who is speaking in a way that's making this other person uncomfortable? Or is it the person who has a trigger and a trauma that is causing them to feel some type of way? Imagine that. And what I'm saying is, I have had people say to me, can you change the way you're talking to me? You are triggering me. My father, my uncle, my brother, my stepfather used to speak like that. And so you talking to me like that is bothering me. Can you change the way you're talking? And other people around will be like, well, Seven, I see what they're saying. But then when I say, oh, wait a minute, young lady, you are talking very, very passive and quiet and calm, and that shit is triggering to me because my mother spoke like that and she abandoned us. And so I need you to change the way you talk to me. Then I look crazy. How is it that the same exact problem being expressed, one of them is acceptable and the other one seems crazy? That's how I feel when people say to me, no, it's because of how you talk. It's because of how I. So I'm saying I spent years defending this. And over the last year, maybe 2 years, I found myself saying, you know what? I can kind of see where people are coming from when they're expressing this. It's not what's being said, it's the way it's being said. I have searched for the ability to see that. And I have over like the last year or two. With that understanding, with me accepting that, with me able to now see it from both perspectives, I watch anytime this comes up. And this is what I have come to realize. It is my opinion that in society, the feminine want for the change for comfort is acceptable. The masculine isn't. And let me tell you why I say this. I was in I took yoga practitioner training class, like trying to be a yoga instructor, right? And so, of course, a lot of yoga started taking place. And of course, when you start taking a lot of yoga, doing a lot of yoga, you start to unlocking and unblocking and opening up, right? So this was a very transformational, very powerful time. And so me, my woman, and some other people at the time, we were all decided to do yoga. And so in the yoga, it was hips day, lower back and hips. So, it was a lot of cat cow and the pulling forward and, the movements that dudes would not normally find themselves doing, right? You know what I mean? That's when it comes to yoga and some dudes who don't like to do it, it's because they see those poses. Those are the poses we were doing that day. All right. So we're doing a lot of hip, a lot of back, lower back, all of that, what I need to do now. And I had a release that opened up and I started crying. Those of y'all who do yoga, y'all know what I'm talking about. That yoga flow, and started crying. And as I'm crying, the women around begin to say shit like, oh, that's it. There you go. Let it out. Express yourself. So I jumped up and cussed everybody out. So I was like, you know what? Fuck y'all. Y'all some bullshit. Yo, I see that shit in y'all. And they was all like, wait, what just happened? And I was like, why the fuck, when I'm angry and I'm hurt and I'm expressing myself, y'all don't let me do it? Why y'all don't welcome that shit? When I want to yell and when I want to break some shit, when I want to express myself, y'all tell me I'm violent and I'm angry and I need to calm down. But I ain't here and do some fucking hips and twerking and shit. And now y'all want to fucking tell me you need to get a job, express yourself, let it out. Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. If y'all won't let it out, if I can't let it out in a masculine way, then don't fucking speak to me when that shit come out feminine. I was mad as fuck. But I was serious. Think about that. They welcome me to cry while doing hip exercise and flexing and all of this shit. But when I'm hurt, and when I'm angry, and when I feel like I've been done wrong and I'm yelling and I'm knocking shit over, I'm breaking my shit. Why the fuck? I bought this shit. Why the fuck I can't break it? It's my shit. I'll replace it. Oh, you got a problem. You need a fucking hit. Fuck you. We men. We battle. We fight one another. We are expressive. We express ourselves in an outward nature. The day belongs to the man. Construction, work, all of that shit, noise. What happens when it gets night out? Hey, y'all calm down. There's a fucking, in your city, a nighttime noise ordinance. Shut the fuck up. The night belongs to the women and the children. It's meant to be comfortable. So if it's not what you said, it's how you said it for y'all. Have you ever stopped and thought that maybe it's not what I'm saying, but how I'm saying it for me? I gotta get my shit out like that. That's how it works for me. Like imagine you over in the fucking corner crying and shit. And I'm like, no, get up. Come on. I got you. Start punching with your chest. Imagine that. Yo, no, that's not how that's not how I express myself. That's not how I vent. That's not how I process my energy. All this toxic masculinity bullshit, stop it. Study as above, so below. Study the law of gender. Study the law of correspondence. Study just the simple universal laws. It's not what you said, it's how you said it. Exactly. I had to say it like that. Just like you got to say what you got to say the way you got to say it. If you really love me, you'll listen to what the fuck I'm saying. I'm not gonna tell you, all right, so what happened? No, I need you to hype the fuck up. I need just like don't tell me to calm down. Ladies, stop telling you if your man is not disrespecting you in what he's saying or physically touching you, you're not in danger. I be in this motherfucker, man, fuck that. Hell no, this is some bullshit. All right, so look, if that's the case, then why the fuck? This is me expressing myself. Just like you might be, I don't know. I'm just, am I supposed to tell you, fuck that, stop crying and get hype? Then why tell me, hey, stop that, stop yelling, calm down. No, it's not what I'm saying, it's how I'm saying it. I need you to understand that about me. Toxic masculinity, the only person that can exercise toxic masculinity is a woman. There's nothing toxic about masculinity. Now, a man can suffer from masculine deficiency. That's really what y'all talk. When y'all use the word toxic masculinity, let me be very clear. You are not using the correct word unless you're talking about a woman. A woman is the only person that can exercise toxic masculinity. If you're talking about a man, then what you're really saying is he has a masculine deficiency. If he beat up on broads, masculine deficiency. If he's a narcissistic and he uses women, he's a masculine. He's not a man. He has a deficiency. Okay, toxicity is too much. A man cannot be too masculine. Only a woman can be too masculine. Now, a man can't practice toxic femininity. But what I look like saying you too feminine. You crying and you screaming and you running around. Oh, you got toxic femininity. What the fuck is we talking about? Chief, peace. What's poppin', Chief? Chief said folks don't deal with their own feels, so they don't like to experience another to do so. Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. When I feel like somebody's telling me, oh, you acting like you about to hit me, like, wait a minute. So you deal with people who abuse you. Like, don't put that on me. How is me yelling and expressing myself in an energetic manner, meaning I'm about to hit you? I ain't hit no woman ever. I don't do the what? I beat on dudes. You know what I'm saying? I put my hands on the dude, but even on that tip, I ain't never put my hands on no dude first. Not that I can, let me see. Yeah, no. I always, you know what I'm saying, look for the, yeah, okay, you invited me, let's get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you got yours, now it's my turn type. Like, I'm not quick to just jump into physical, like, altercations because of an argument. An argument is a discussion that has high energy. That is not supposed to lead to physical altercations. Disrespect leads to physical altercations. See the difference there? I don't deal with disrespect, even in anger. Me and my mate, we can yell at each other, go back and forth, all of that. As soon as you a bitch ass nigga or you bitch ass bitch, or whoa, hold on, nope, time to stop. Wait, where did that? No, your mama, no, she ain't got nothing to do with this. No, no disrespect. But outside of that, I'm okay with arguing. You're angry, express that shit. I've had a motherfucker cuss my, no, fuck that. Yo, I get you. Like, how are we threatened by a person expressing themselves? And to tell people that they need to express themselves differently shows a lack of our own character, in my opinion. In my opinion. I don't tell people how to talk to me. I don't tell people how to express themselves to me. Now, if you are, again, practicing disrespect or threatening physical violence, that's different. If a motherfucker stand up over you like, what the fuck I tell you? That's different. No. That's some threatening behavior. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, male or female, you know. But I just was really thinking about that whole, it's not what you say, it's how you say it, and how people use that to protect themselves, but never use it to understand, to allow another person to express themselves. Period. Yo, that's why Ty and Cole of the Condor Approach are some of my fucking favorite people in this planet, because when they say all of you is welcome here, they mean that shit. They allow me to go on a fucking violent, bloody rage of emotions and not once told me to calm down. And once I was finished getting all that shit out, you know, I don't know what I did. I calmed down. And then I was able to approach the situation with a level head. Sometimes we don't allow people to get their expressions out. Expression ain't just saying something. Sometimes I gotta cry. I gotta scream. I gotta break something. And that's not something that, oh, you need to deal with. No, it's not. Everybody has a way that they express. It's like telling a motherfucking pressure cooker, like it's a release valve on there. That's what it do. It releases steam. Oh, you shouldn't release the steam. It'll blow up if it doesn't. It will literally blow up your kitchen. Okay, so we have to stop. Again, I did a video earlier about projection and about how we keep talking about what people need to do and need to stop. No, you need to do what you need to do. Stop projecting on the other people how they need to live, how they need to move, access, process themselves. Everybody's different. Furthermore, you don't know where they at on their journey. You don't know where they at on their journey. Because the motherfucking caterpillar ain't supposed to go into the cocoon too early. A seed sown out of season is as sure as death. It's snow on the ground right now. If I go throw seeds out there, all of them are going to die. A seed sown out of season is as sure as death. So trying to tell somebody what they need to do or should be doing, and they haven't even gained the lesson in the journey yet. That's for them. That's for them. Now, we can encourage them, we can inspire them, we can motivate them, but that's about it. So the next time we tell somebody to say something in a different way or to calm down or whatever, like ask yourself, why are you saying that to them? Why is their expression not good enough? Why should they not be expressing themselves the way they should be? I always tell people, I go back to the why. Hey, tell them to calm down. Why? They're mad. They're cussing. They're expressing themselves. If they start throwing shit and it ain't theirs, okay. If they in their house and they throwing that shit, I'm not stopping them. That's your shit. Shit. Now you grab my shit. I mean, whoa, give me that. No. There you go. There's you take that. Get your TV. Grab your. But if you and yours, express yourself. All of us grew up different ways. A lot of us grew up where it was like we wasn't allowed to, and that's me. That's why I'm very expressive. And if you can't accept all of me, that's cool. But because I was always told to shut up. I was always told to shut up. I had to bottle that shit up inside of me. In the military, shut up, bottle that shit up inside of me. And that's where I started. Like, nah. I'll take whatever repercussion of expressing myself, but I'm not shutting up. Then I learned how to express myself, you know what I'm saying, in ways and how to operate and control certain environments to where you can express yourself. I don't have to work a job because I'm going to talk shit. I'm going to talk. No, what? Don't what? Listen, what? I'm talking shit, you supervisor, manager, whatever. And they're like, you ain't supposed to do that. It's for me. Okay, don't worry about it. Yeah, won't work for y'all. So I can express myself. You know what I'm saying? All of that, a lot of that shit is based in that. So you got to think of who you talking to, what they've been through. You trying to shut somebody down, that might be their trauma. Literally, here you go making their trauma worse. You know what I'm saying? Because you was taught that, oh, you supposed to do your crying in private. Or whatever else that you trying to project onto somebody else. No, they need to do that. Oh, you need to stop. You need to shut up. Do you know why? Because ask them questions that'll make them investigate and ask themselves that and let themselves say, you know what? I probably need to stop doing that because I see now it's every time that I do that I get some destructive behaviors. Do a status assessment on them. If you don't know how to do a status assessment on them, then you probably shouldn't be even saying nothing. I learned to not give advice no more. If you don't know the questions to ask them so that they can advise themselves, then you probably shouldn't be that person. Unless you just they friend and shit and they don't care. You gonna give them some bad advice, they don't forget you. They know you got bad advice. But I'm talking about to our practitioners out here. Our practitioners, we should not be telling people what they should be doing. That's not what we're here for. Don't worry about it. Talk to me. I talk back, talk a little shit. I talk that. Hold on, let me tap in and see if anybody tapping in. You know? So yeah, I just wanted to come in and kick it a minute about that. Like I said, I'll be seeing that. I'm like, yo, like, yeah, it's not what was said, but um how it was said. You know what I'm saying? It's not what's being said, it's how it's being said, right? And so sometimes I gotta say that shit the way I have to say that shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just wanted to come on and kick it with y'all a minute about that. You know what I mean? That's all it is. Uh Urban philosophy. You know what I mean? Just kicking it. Just something to think about. Just something to think about. Because the fellas, we can appreciate that shit. You know what I mean? That's what I be telling. I be like, I like when I'm in a safe space. When I'm in a relationship, I like for me to have a safe space. And that's something that we as men don't speak on a whole lot. So I've been speaking on it quite often. Like, that's all right for us to say that. When I'm with whoever my mate is, my whatever woman or women I choose, I want them to be a safe space like they want us to be one. And I don't think that a lot of them realize that, like, you know what I'm saying, what it means to be a safe space. And that's one of them, to accept me in who I am. When I get to expressing myself, oh my God, here you go with that type of shit. I don't feel safe no more. Cause now I'm being judged and being ashamed, like what you saying, right? But to do that, we have to be able to understand that everybody has their own expressions, their own thoughts. So the next time somebody says it's not what you said, it's how you said it. Think about who's saying it and what they're trying to make convenient for them. Because does the other person need to say it that way to get there? Because I know I'm like that. I have to say what I'm saying the way I want to say it. Man, because you just come in. No, I'm saying I want you to understand that when you talking to me and I it's not what I'm saying, it's how I'm saying it. This is very important to me. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what that is. We need to stop being scared of passion, right? Stop being scared of passion and mislabeling it aggression. Let's stop doing that. Let's take it and understand it for what it is. You know, love is the highest level of understanding. So you shouldn't be arguing with nobody you don't love. I'm arguing with you, I already don't understand you. Love is the highest level of understanding, so you shouldn't be arguing with nobody that you don't love. Like Mystic said, when I tried to express myself to individuals while not actually listening to the details, that's when I understand it's the frequencies aren't aligned. Yep, yep. I only want to talk to my tribe. If I'm talking and I'm dropping some shit, you get to talk about, hold on, why are you talking like that? You just disqualified yourself from even being my people's. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn that about myself because I went into that situation where I was living down in Florida and met this dude and we was hanging out. He lived in the apartment. We smoking together. He started taking me out. Come on, man, hang out with me. Taking me to bars and hanging out. You know, I don't fuck with people. So this was real crazy for me anyway. But all right, cool. I leaned into it. You know what I'm saying? One night we out there, we start debating hip hop. And you know the destruction of hip hop and how the peoples is trying to destroy us, and that's why they put out the negative music. And I was like, man, y'all need to stop with that bullshit. Y'all keep saying that shit, and everybody's like, oh, it is like that. I'm like, no, it's not. That's some bullshit. The government is the ones who stepped in and started telling us, yo, y'all need to watch what the fuck y'all saying on your albums. Remember, fuck you, Dolores Tucker, fuck you to the Tupac and all that shit. All the motherfuckers was going to court. The government was saying the lyrics and the shit that you people are saying in this music is destructive, is violent, is destructive for the community, your children, all of this shit. Argue me if y'all want to. And see how I'm going right now? That's the energy I had. And then he's like, no, that's bullshit. It's like, what the fuck you mean that's a bullshit? You're crazy as fuck. Look it up. And then you know what happened? The government lost, we won, and they started putting that explicit lyrics on the albums. And after that, all the fucking music started going to fucking hell. And so, boom, we arguing like we debating. And my man, he like, bro, wait, man, why you talking to me like that? I was like, wait, what? He's like, I'm saying like, just like the way you saying what you saying, bro, you sound like you trying to dominate me and shit. And I was like, and I looked around and everybody was I was like, bro, you for real right now? You stopped the motherfucking debate to ask me why I'm like talking like this. Oh my goodness, bro. I ain't used to you Florida motherfuckers, bro. Like for real, bro. What you want to bang or something? Like, what's up, bro? You like, I don't even know where this conversation going. Like, no, and he legit was like, I'm just saying, like, you talking all dominant. You ain't, and it fucked me up. And I'm like, damn, this shit is crazy. Like, cause this is a dude saying this to me. Like, and it's like, hey, here we go again with that, right? So for me, it's like, yo, I don't want to be anybody around people that I got to explain that to. Like I got to change myself, or I got to, what's that called? Code switch. I don't want to be around nobody I got a code switch for. I need to say it in a different way and pose myself. And, you know, I'm just saying, if you think about the state of hip hop in this state, man, shut the, man, listen, man. Like, if I got to do that, then I'm not supposed to be having this conversation with y'all. Y'all clearly not my peoples. I be saying I only get along in conversations with 3 different types of people. It'd be 3 different people that if they got this, I already know I'm comfortable talking with them. If they ain't got one of these 3, I'm very, very cautious about freely communicating with them people. And those 3 things are people that's been to prison or jail, well, prison mostly, people who've been in the military, and nerds. Those 3 people. Nerds are one thing about nerds, they don't give a fuck about how you talk. They're like, why are you talking to me like that? Why? No, nerds, like, they don't give a fuck about how you express yourself because they've always been looked at as odd and off and all of this. So they looking at you like, if you comfortable around me, then cool. But our key foundation is that we love knowledge, we love learning, we love anybody who's a scholar. We get along, and they never are worried about me or how I talk or how I express myself. People that's been in the military, they usually don't, they same thing. They already know, like, this is how we talk. Like, we in the middle of saving lives. And I'm like, oh, could you please talk to me different? The motherfuckers, you serious? Pass me the motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And people in prison, those people, you know, I'm exactly the same. Okay, like Mystics, when I try, oh, yeah. Chief said he probably had trauma around being spoken to reckless, but if so, debating isn't for bro. You just have a high energy. Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Like, how you trying to debate somebody and you talking about, I ain't talking to me like that. You know what I mean? And then these people right here, I won't debate. We can have a discussion, but I don't debate. Nigga, I debate. The Great Debaters was one of my favorite movies. Oh, I debate, and I'm good at it, and I know how. And I tend to not jump into debates that I don't know shit about the subject. So if I start running my mouth on some like debate shit, okay, he probably know what he's talking about. I'm a 1-3 in my human design. I'm an investigative martyr. So I go and study it and learn it, and then I go through it. So by the time I'm talking about it, I already know, I already been through, listen, by the time I get to talking about it, man, this has been tried, tested, true, delivered already. I put other people up on it before I start talking about it. Public, man, stop it. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like the government. By the time you get some technology, they had that 10 years ago, right? You know what I mean? So the debates, I love them, and I'm open to it. Like I say, same thing. Just let's keep the disrespect out of it. I get hype. I get the talking shit. I love it. I love debates. It's like when I was in the military boxing. I like martial arts. I'm not trying to hurt you, but yeah, I think I'm better than you. Yeah, I think I studied this more. Yeah, I think I know. Yeah, I heard what you said about it, and I'm telling you, you wrong and I'm right, and I'm ready to debate you about it. What's popping? You know what I'm saying? Especially in those things like that really can't be shown and proven, like spirituality. Like that kind of debate is just for entertainment and strengthening your own practices and understandings. Like you debating somebody and you see it one way and they see it another, and you trying to present, you know what I'm saying, the foundation for why you see yours, and they doing the same. But when you walk away from that, both of y'all have a more stronger understanding of that subject, period. Are you a fire or air sign? I'm a Leo. Big fire, big fire, big fire. Burn fire upon them, yes, sir. Big fire energy. Leo in the house. I'm a Leo. I'm a Leo sun sign, a Cancer moon sign, and a Cancer, no, and a Capricorn ascending. Emotional manifesting generator 1-3. Yeah. You feel me? So yeah, big fire energy. So yeah, I just wanted to come on and kick it with y'all for a minute, man, about just giving men a little bit more grace in our expressions. And if it's true that it's not what you say, but how you say it, then understand that sometimes we need to say things in a way that you might not say them, that you might not be comfortable with. But we need to say it in that way because it's not just what we saying, it's how we saying it. Give us that grace. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna tell you, the more safety that we find in being able to express ourselves, the more that we'll be able to express ourselves in a deeper manner. Anger is pain being expressed. Love is the highest level of understanding. Anger is pain being expressed. So when somebody is angry and they're yelling, there's some pain within them. My teacher used to say, people are not angry about what they're yelling about. They're yelling to cause their ability to express that they're angry and hurt. But it's about something deeper. Dig deeper. But give those people that room to express themselves. Understand that that expression is just as important as what they're expressing. Thank y'all for tapping in. And as always, tell somebody you love them in a language they can understand it in. Peace.